Hello everyone, I hope you all are doing good. So today I'll show you how we can deploy the Google Kubernetes engine using the Autopilot. So in the Google there are multiple ways to deploy the Kubernetes cluster. The first is manual and the second one is using Autopilot. Autopilot is approach where Google will take care of all the parameters or the settings that you need to do manually. So in this video I am trying to deploy the Google Kubernetes engine using the autopilot option. So it's pretty much straightforward. I already opened the Google console. You simply need to go to the Google Kubernetes engine over here and click on the cluster. So once you click this option, you have a lot of options available here. You have workload, teams, and on the right after you click on the cluster, you have option to create, refresh, and attach cluster. The attached cluster is pretty much it's optional if you want to manage your on-premise Kubernetes cluster. So if you're running cluster somewhere in your on-premise data center, the cluster is running maybe on the VMware or Nutanix or any other private cloud platform, so you can enable your API authentications and you can manage your cluster from Google console only. In our case, we will just simply click create over here. Now since we are doing the autopilot, so simply it's already there. Autopilot, and I'll just change the region over here to Europe West 1. Once you do that, you have all other the parameters here which you can go and check the fleet registrations, networking, advanced settings, and all those things. So right now I'm not going very detailed about all these different options. I'll try to cover in different video. At the moment I will just set the region and this parameter, and I will just click create. So once I clicked on the create, you can see from here the process is going on, and once you click see all activities, it can give you the more details status about the deployment. As you can see from here, so right now uh, the percentage work is right now the configuration state deployment, and after the configuration it will reach the health check, and you can see all the different parameters about the cluster. As you can see from here, the mode is autopilot, the region, and all different settings like what is the version, GKE version is going to be. Observability is something about the monitoring like CPU, memory, and storage is currently being utilized, and from here only we can also integrate with Prometheus as a managed Prometheus for the monitoring. You know, the Prometheus and Grafana is something for monitoring. So Prometheus we can use to collect all the informations, that kind of the gathering and the log collector kind of, and then we need to have Grafana to visualize all the details. تايلاند يعني شو زي كوبي بيست يعني باستخدام امريكا دوله من الصنع اساسي الو وعليكم السلام next step, after as soon as the cluster creation completes, we will deploy some kind of workload on this cluster, and that is also we can do it from here only. The best approach which I like for the deployment is from the shell. So the shell is very easy to open and very easy to operate on the Google Cloud. Just click on the button over there and it will load the shells. You don't need to deploy the separate VM or separate API integrations. Everything is available on the console itself. So when you go over it, in the backend it will run the cloud shell instance. It will basically deploy or it will run it. It's already there, and you can easily you can just click here for the if you want to better visualize or for your comfort. On this shell also you have option to open editor. So in case if you want to let's say save some kind of code or same like a visual editor, it will be over here. So if you have your configuration or anything, if you want to save over here, you can save it, and from here itself you can run your configuration. And another beautiful feature which I like about it is that you can run the Gemini from here. You can run your code assistant. So you can type your code over here, and with the Gemini you can use to deploy you can generate the code basically using Gemini. So you can ask Gemini, let's say create the code for deployment. So it can work at the same time. I'll try to cover this topic in the different session about how to use the Gemini to create different codes over here. But at the moment, let's focus on the yeah. So I think now my cluster is ready. Since it is taking time, I'll pause the video. So yes, it took time, but now it's completed. So once it is completed, you can just click the name over here, your name, and then you can browse through different parameters. You have detailed buttons. From the storage, you can see what is the storage being assigned to this cluster, your persistent volume basically, and from the observability you can check the other parameters. So now it's time to deploy the workload. Just go create the workload. The workload name we can type as in Nginx1, and the cluster, yeah, this is our cluster name by default. The container namespace, let's leave it default, and I'll just click on the deployment. So by default it will take the latest Nginx image and it will deploy the cluster. So thanks for watching this video, and I'll come up with different series in the similar topic. Thank you.